Everybody. Okay, that should get rid of the echo, I think. Um, hold on one second while I attach my camera to my stand. So I apologize for the jostling. 1 second. Okay, so can everybody see that really good? So we're going to be doing this one and this one today. So they're actually both different kind of lotuses. So there's this one, and then there's going to be this one. So with my other, hold on, I have this like massive office chair. Let me move it out of the way. So with my other live, let me do this so you can't see my TV. Okay, so with my last live, um is that better? Okay. So like I said, we're gonna make this lotus, and sorry, we're still learning the effects of opposites here. And I know that the sunlight is kind of messing with everything because of the way my house is set up. So we're gonna do this lotus, and we're gonna do this lotus. And I apologize if it's kind of cutting out. My internet is kind of being wonky at the moment. Um, but anyhow, I think I'm frozen right now. Okay. You just gotta love buffering. And the thing is I know that I have enough. Yeah, I think it's just the pictures being dumb. So let's see. Okay, so first we're gonna take the resin. This is come on. Okay, we're gonna do it this way. So this is B, and it's always gonna be two part. And then part A, and it's always 1-to-1. And so these molds I've never worked before. So we're gonna guess how much resin we need. I'm gonna go with we're gonna go with a total of we're gonna go with 6 ounces. So that means 3 ounces of part A and 3 ounces of part B. So if you can see, that's A. And this is B. And the tricky part is to make sure, just like it's kind of like baking, you have to make sure that everything is uh 1-to-1. So I just poured the part B in. So that's what it looks like as the base. And let me find my popsicle sticks. Sorry, it's a mess. All right. So popsicle stick, nothing fancy. And we're gonna mix. And if you can see, when you mix it, it kind of gets cloudy when you start mixing the two together. You'll know when it's fully mixed together correctly when both parts when it's all clear. So it's gonna take a couple minutes. So if you'll just be patient with me, I'm gonna mix. So if you see how it's like getting cloudier because the two parts are mixing together. And I just want to say I apologize. Today has been actually the last. Honestly, honest, this morning I woke up. I thought today was Monday. Some days I wake up and I don't even know what day it is. So I will mix until it is all nice and clear. And like I said, sometimes it takes a couple of minutes, which is hard when you have fibromyalgia. So for the bigger lotus, I'm gonna do, we're gonna do Petri dish, and the smaller one, we're gonna do mica. So I already kind of have an idea of what I want to do. So the bigger one, I'm gonna do more like fall colors, and then the smaller one, I'm gonna do jewel tones. So once I get everything mixed up, um, for the micas, how it works is it goes um, into separate cups, like this, these little cups. So the base goes into the clear ones. The clear base goes into the smaller cups like this, and then you add the mica into it. So we're getting there. I honestly wish I could get the machine that will actually mix the resin for me. Um, but it's kind of expensive. It's like $30, and it hardly holds hardly any resin. So it would be kind of silly because my craft table is a hot mess. I have so much junk on it. It's not even funny. So my goal today is to pour um, pour these two molds so that they are all ready and done to be unmolded tomorrow. I have my prizes for my subscribers and then the surprise giveaway that I did. That's all packed up and ready to go. I just need to seal it up. And then I have 4 orders that I need to pick yarn out for and put it in boxes, but I don't have enough of the flat rate boxes uh, to uh, to fill with. So I'm just gonna use what I got, and then so what I'm gonna do is I will use what I got, and then drop off what I have at the post office and pick up more flat rate boxes so that I can then fill the remaining orders. Because I think I have a total of like 7 or 8 orders that I need to do. Um, so let me see. Just a couple more seconds of stirring the base. And like I said in my last live, the thing that I like about Duo is that the work time, in other words, how long it takes to for like before it starts to cure is fairly long. So I can usually let it sit before it starts to heat up. And when I say heat up, I mean like where I can't touch anything. I'm sorry it keeps cutting out. I have a feeling it's because all the kids are like getting out of school, and so uh people are like, the kids are on the internet, so I don't know. It's just really frustrating. Okay, so I'm just gonna hold it up here because it's just easier. Um, the resin is nice and mixed up. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to pour my mixed base into my cups. Yes, they're dirty, but the color that you see will not transfer into my bases. Okay, So now what we're gonna do is with the bigger lotus, I'm going to um it would be it's just that they're cheaper. I've always used the popsicle sticks just because I can buy like 500 of them for like a couple of bucks. Um, whereas the silicone stuff, the silicone sticks, I've seen them for like $8 or $9. Because I have a silicone spatula and it's like this, which is you like this part actually is like used for makeup. Like you can use it. I've seen women use it for foundation. So they, put it and then they put foundation. So I've tried it. The thing is that um, the resin will stick to this part, um, and then tends to get even more messy because I'm messy. We're gonna take my base and we're gonna dump it into my larger lotus. And granted, like I said, I have not worked with this mold before. So we shall see how much resin it takes. So I'm like pouring super slow. Okay, so we ended up with just a little bit left over on the bottom, and that's okay. I'm all right with that. All right. So we're gonna do the alcohol ink. So we're gonna go with fall colors. Oh, let's see. I know I have like a brownish color. Give me 1 second while I look for it. Okay, let's do current. No. Squash. And let's do mum. All right. That's gonna be this one. Okay. And here's my pusher. And I always shake. All right. Here we go. This is the squash. And in my opinion, it's okay if it overlaps each other because then remember Thirsty asked me if like it will like the colors will mix and turn into different colors. This is a way that it could possibly turn into different colors. Okay, so this is mom. And then this one's current. Okay. Now we're gonna do, this is the pusher. It's just white. And actually, I'm just gonna put the lid on it. I'm gonna shake it. All right. Can you see how that moves? So I'm just gonna let it sit there for a minute. But I don't know if you can see how the colors are moving. Okay, so now we're gonna add one more layer of the colors. So we're gonna go back in with the current. Put the lid back on. Do the mom. And then the last one is the squash. And again, doing this with you guys is making us like, the level of anxiety is so much less. Like the level of uh I wanna throw up is not there. Okay, so this is the pusher again. Okay, so that's that. Now I'm probably gonna end up making a massive mess because I'm gonna use the popsicle stick. Popsicle stick, and I'm gonna like kind of push the color down a little bit. Okay? And when I do this, when I move the color around, I do my best to try to get it all the way around. It doesn't have to be perfect. So this is kind of what the color looks like. It combines to be slightly muddy, But here, let me show you what I did with the tray. I don't know if you remember on my last live on Sunday. So I don't know if you saw that I mixed it. I swirled it a little bit. So I unmolded it because I wanted to see what it looked like. Um, so this is what you saw on the top, right? So when I unmolded it, this is what it looked like when I unmolded it. So we'll see how it turns out. I think it'll turn out looking uh really nice because the color um is like this reddish brown color, if it makes any sense to you. You know what I mean? um to me, it reminds me of fall. So um at least that's what I'm hoping, that's what I'm going for. Yes, exactly, Laurie. So it just kind of depends on what I do with the color. If I don't touch it, sometimes the color will stay at the top. So like for example, um like I'll give you an example. When I don't do anything um to the color after I add the pusher. So I add the color and everything, and then I put the pusher in and everything. This this is what it ends up looking like. The color just kind of does its own thing. But if I swirl it, sometimes it will move, or it'll stay still, or the color just kind of does its own thing. And then the fun part is, can you guys see that? The color on the inside of the tray? Um, that's what happens. Yes, exactly. So when you put the pusher in, the pusher will push the color down. And like if you look at it on the side, for the petri dish way, um you'll see like the colors like kind of drip down. Whereas if, say, I add the colors, I add the pusher, and then I swirl it around, it will do whatever I tell it to do. So we'll see what happens with this. There may be spots where there will be no color, will be clear. There will be spots where it'll have that like reddish color. So it just kind of depends. Um, yeah. So, and the thing is like I always say with art, um, there's no such thing as mistakes. Um, Unless there's a specific look that you're going for when it comes to like if you're using stickers or beads or whatever. um Obviously those are things you have to babysit. I don't necessarily like to babysit stuff, but um if that, you as a customer, if that's what you're looking for, I will do it. But it um the ink or the powder will do what it wants to do depending on what you're looking for. So you can mix it around, you can swirl it, whatever it is. So I don't necessarily look at it as oh crap, I made a big mistake and I need to throw it away. I don't necessarily believe in that sort of way of thinking. So, okay, so now we're going to do the smaller lotus. So we're going to, let's pick, see, okay. Okay, so I've got turquoise that I want to do. This turquoise. Um, or should we do this color? This is azure. So this is azure. This is turquoise. Sort of. Um. Okay, we can do both with the green. No, I want to do a different color. How about it's just because I'm looking for a depth of color. Um, thanks, Missy. Um, so how about not purple, right? Okay, green. How about this green? Okay, so we're just gonna do it just a little bit because the mold is really small. Okay, so we're gonna use this green in what's left of this. And what I want to do is I want to make it so that it's not quite so like intense, if that makes sense, any sense. All right, so then we're gonna do um this blue. Do you know that once I dropped a whole container of mica on myself? Mica is expensive. And I dropped the whole container on myself. I was so upset. Okay, so this is the, what is it? This is the turquoise. No, what did I do with it? That's not right. That is not right. You know why? Oh my god, these colors look so close. All right, we're good. Let's see what happens. We're just gonna fly by a seat of our by the seat of our pants and see what happens. All right. So like I said, so see, it's starting to get warm. So I know it's starting to cure, so I need to chop chop. Okay, so that's that. I got more craft sticks. Actually, we're gonna use this just because I feel like it. We're gonna use this. And like I said, always make sure you spread it out as evenly as you can on the top. Otherwise, you're going to end up with lumps, just like when you cook. And then this other one that looks so close to the other green. And I can already tell that it is starting to cure because it's starting to thicken. Okay, so what I'm going to do, because I'm a rebel, is take this lovely glitter and I am going to add it to this. because one can have not too much glitter. And I don't think this will all fit in the molds, but we're going to at least get a little bit of everything in there. All right. So we're going to put this in here because I want the glitter in it. Because I think this reminds me of peacocks too. Or mermaids, whichever you choose. All right. Stop. Next. We're going to use this. Oops. And then, last but not least, this green that looks so similar to the other green. And then one last layer of this blue with the glitter in it. Okay, so because I don't want to see the layers all separate, I mean, you can, kind of like a layer cake. I mean, it's up to you. You can leave it so that like you can see all the layers separately. You can leave it as it is, but I am going to. Yep, I will, because resin is expensive. So I'm just gonna put my popsicle stick in here. And I'm gonna push some of the resin into the leaves. Okay. Now, as Laurie said, I am going to make something else. Let's see. What do I have enough resin for? Ah, I don't. This one here. This flower. A gallon of resin, the part A and part B together, is usually about $80. So I have to use it. All right. And there we go. I'm just dumping it in here. No rhyme or reason. Okay. There's that one. There's the blue. And don't worry, I know my hand is kind of blocking it, so just give me 1 second while I get all this out because it's starting to cure, and I don't wanna waste it. So 1 second. Okay, so you can see how I poured it. No, unfortunately, I don't have a tiny turtle. I wish I did. I've been looking for like tiny elephants, tiny turtles, tiny little animals, um, stuff like that. They do like I've seen like busts and stuff like that. So okay, so what I'm gonna do, because it like, can you see how it's layered and stuff? Um, if if say you were doing this and you wanted it to be like this, you can leave it like this. Um, I don't necessarily like it like this, so we're gonna do this. And I try to get the edges, and it also helps get rid of the bubbles. All right, so that's that. So the resin for this and this, let's see, I poured 6 ounces of resin. I actually only needed probably 4 ounces of resin total. So next time when I pour these two molds, I will only need 4 ounces of resin. And the mat that I have here is made out of silicone. Yes, I have. I can do that the next time if you want. I can do it on a tray. I can do that on Sunday if you'd like. I have a couple of trays. Um, so I have this tray. Oh, I mean, if you guys want to see stuff, I am more than willing to do it. I got this tray. I'll show you. This is how big it is. Oh, and actually, just the other day. Oh, does anybody watch The Witcher? Because I have this tray. It's actually a show that is on Netflix. Um, it's based off a book and a video game. It's like fantasy with like monsters and all that stuff. So, it's this is a wolf and a star and a bird, and this is the Witcher's like sign. So, so I have this mold as well. And what I do is I pour the molds, and the etching will come when I pull out the resin. Um, we'll have the etching will be in the resin, and then I take the mica powder or watercolor, and then I will paint on it. So like if you wanted a specific color, you could do that. Um, and then I got this. These are my notebooks. So I was thinking about making these into notebooks to sell for like yarnies, to put like, notes for your patterns or whatever. This is something that I was thinking about making to sell, if that would be something you guys would be interested in buying. So I purchased the rings for it along with the paper, the dotted paper, um, and then I can make the cover, the back and front cover, any color you want in resin. And then on the inside we'll have the paper, and then you can put your notes for your patterns, for recipes, for whatever you want. I have a Cricut. I can personalize it for you if you want. Put your name in it, whatever you want. So I have that. And then I also got this smaller tray as well. So yeah. So you guys helped me by doing uh this particular pour because I needed to do this today. And then now I need to put some orders together. I did pack up some of the prizes that were for my 200 subscriber giveaway. For the surprise giveaway, that is all packed in a box. I just need to make sure everything is all in there, and then put a little note in there, and then shut it, get the postage, and send it off. I packed Mama G's that light up jar, and that is ready to go. And then now it's just a matter of packing orders. And Lori, I will have to take a look at that video you were telling me about how to efficiently pack orders, because I am a hot mess when it comes to putting orders together, because I have a bunch of orders that I need to do, and sometimes it really stresses me out. So anyhow, um, I really hope you guys enjoyed this, even though it was very much impromptu. Um, and then I hope you guys are able to make it on Sunday. If you are not able to make it on Sunday, please don't apologize. It is okay. I don't expect you guys to like drop everything, especially if there is other if there are other creators that you may want to see other than me. Um, I have no problem with you watching their lives over mine. So my feelings will not be hurt at all. So uh, you are more than welcome to go ahead and watch the replay. I do plan on thinking about having a raffle on Sunday. I haven't quite decided yet, but I did film a lot today, so that I can drop a bunch of videos over the course of the week, because I have a lot of orders that I need to fill. So anyway, you guys helped me out by doing all of this. I'm glad you enjoyed it. So um, until next time, in my next video, I will talk to everybody later. So Yes, definitely. Always watch the replay. You won't hurt my feelings if you can't make it. So don't apologize. It's not a big deal. I know you guys have stuff to do. So I'm going to end it now so that I can finish up what I need to do because I know everybody has stuff to do like I do. So thank you everybody for showing up for this impromptu pour. Gave me a chance to do this. Yes, I will. Definitely. Maybe tomorrow or the next day. I will do like a short little video. It is only 3:59 here. So I will talk to everybody later. And have a wonderful day and or night, evening or whatever it is. And then I will see everybody when I see them. So I'll talk to everybody later. Bye.